Hello, welcome back. Today I'm starting my journey through the Expanse Season 2 and I'm really excited. I just watched a recap, a very detailed one, mainly to rewrite my page with characters because as you know, as I'm watching a show, I write down who we meet and I feel like in the Expanse I just start writing down names and then half of them died quite immediately and it was just a mess. Anyway, so I'm back up to speed with everybody, where they are, what a crazy thing happened in season 1. And I'm excited because a lot of people said that season 1 is mainly world building, but that the other seasons are going way more in depth. And I was already pretty stoked about the world building. I think they did a really great job with Earth, Mars, the Belters, the dynamics in between, different ships trying to interfere with each other or what they're trying to do to each other and who might they be and everybody with their different roles. I find it very intriguing so far already, so I cannot wait to watch more. But yeah, it's always good, I feel like, to get a recap again, to write down the names, who is who, because I'm the worst with names. I feel like that tends to be the thing where I struggle with, but I have them right in front of me and I am super stoked to see what season 2 is gonna be. It's 3 in Dutch, so that's why. I'm very excited to see what season 2 is all about. All right, if you like it, make sure to like and subscribe. On Patreon, you have early access to a lot of things. I always post 2 weeks ahead. So if you want to watch episode 2 and 3 already as well, you can watch them full length with me or edited. You can find that all over on Patreon. All right, let's go. I think I want to write their names down in... not in pen. Oh boy.
Target's incoming on my 9. Hi!
Travis, can you shift left? Negative! I got incoming on the right!
Where's the love, guys?
That's all of them.
Oh boy. Smart.
3-4 Olympus. Your best score time by almost 3 minutes. Good work, Gunny.
I was actually gonna guess that for a second that it was a training.
No more next runs, Gunny. You're shipping out. Rumor is you're heading to Phoebe Station.
Yeah, I really don't think I want to go to Phoebe Station right now.
Don't worry, Hilly. Your inheritance will still be there when we get back.
Damn right it will, Travis.
How many terraformers are family owned anyway?
All of them.
That's a lot, I guess. Plus 100-year simulation. I was gonna say, I cannot forget that would have been nice to see oceans on Mars. Like that whole speech of what we have on Earth and not appreciate it and blah, blah, blah.
So, other than being blasted by 50 times the lethal limit of radiation, you're doing surprisingly well.
They're still alive.
Maybe you'll develop superpowers that you can use. That'd be perfect for you. My infection on Eris. You didn't get on the Rocinante, so stop beating yourself up.
Oh my god. He's having a nightmare. Damn. Not surprising, right? That you take that with you. Such an experience.
Maybe we should let the guys on Tycho handle this.
Then whatever's in there will belong to Fred Johnson.
Roger that, boss.
Whatever the Anubis crew put in there, that safe is designed to protect the hell out of it.
You okay?
I need to pee.
I'm peeing right now. Perks of a vac suit.
Go. I got this.
I'm not going anywhere.
Because you missed this. Days when we work on a core, just the 2 of us. Not having to say 10 words together all day.
Lifetime ago, huh?
Aww.
That's a cryogenic chamber at the core, which also means whatever it was freezing is going to become
Unfrozen.
How is it only like 1.5 minutes left? Right as I open it.
What happens if one of us infected?
Cross that bridge if we get to it.
You mean you're gonna space us?
You know we're all taking this test, right? It's just a precaution.
That's why the door to this room stay locked from the outside, okay? Haven't seen a Martian sheepdog at Eros for years. Or a nurse ship for that matter. And now we see is the prison barge. A chance post full of tourists looking for cheap gambling and cheap sex. Which is good, yeah? Because it keep our children with jobs.
Yikes.
I think maybe you want to space us whether we test positive or not. Give him your arm and shut your mouth. Hey! While I space to myself.
Nobody is spacing anyone.
Zolak's Bakwala.
If you know they have this power, I wouldn't be so like conflict seeking.
Whatever happened, maybe He's over now.
I don't think so.
A lot more could have been saved.
There's gonna be so much survivors guild.
Look at that. All clear.
That feeling of like, I could have saved more. Isn't it like Schindler's List that it reminds me of? Like, even if you help so many, it will never feel like enough if you know that so many more have died.
Hey, you've been having trouble, what, working the plumbing?
No.
With Jen, Alpha, Omega.
You know...
Because they just took an explosive.
Never mind. Never mind.
Okay.
At least we have to keep our hair.
Hooray.
Priorities. It's the little things in life.
See, they picked arrows to test their weapon on because they knew nobody gives a shit about 100,000 belters.
Don't answer for it.
Truth and justice. You still believe that after everything you saw?
Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to that for a little while.
Like, my faith in humanity would definitely be not great after that.
I never did say it, but thanks for getting me off Arrows. I wouldn't have made it without you.
Thanks for the lift.
They kinda had this trauma bonding experience. They literally have it on board. Shit. Oh my god, throw it out. Although then I can bump into anyone. Like, slide it back in.
I want your viewers to listen closely. The engines in those ships were built by the OPA operatives working for Fred Johnson.
She's playing a part here, right? Because she needs to be careful for Erin, right? And Mao.
My father taught me something. Never listen to what people say. Just watch what they do.
That's an interesting one.
Hello? Hold on, I can't hear you.
Ooh!
Archangel is secured. We have Archangel. Archangel was not on the vehicle.
Archangel. Isn't that kind of like how the UK royals have bridge names? Like if one of them passes, it's like London Bridge is down, is the code.
Protomolecule seems to behave uniquely in each subject, mutating rapidly in each different biomass.
Protomolecule, they gave the goddamn thing a name.
Phoebe Station's where it all started. These must be the Martians that Lopez told you about.
They were infected on purpose.
The only way to see what it's evolving into is by feeding it a larger biomass.
He's talking about Eros.
In making your decision, consider this. Phoebe was an extrasolar object, trapped by Saturn's gravity eons ago. What if it were merely a delivery system, a way to send a protomolecule to our solar system?
Oh.
It begs the question, sent by whom?
That's scary.
Did he just say what I think he said?
Yeah.
First proof of extraterrestrial life.
And it doesn't like you.
Hey, you still got a beat on that signal that you guys intercepted leaving Arrows? What the hell are we waiting for? You got an address. This is a gunship.
We have no idea what's waiting there.
No idea how long they're sticking around.
We're not going in blind. Tycho first.
Cap's right. Nobody asks you, no, Nick.
He killed his friend, right? So...
Hang on. What if there was a way to use that sample to create a vaccine? Maybe still help those people on Arrows.
Those people are beyond help.
You don't know that. None of us know what we're dealing with here. And until we do, that is too important to destroy right now.
Well, I'm not keeping it on the Rossi. I won't take that risk.
I sure as heck don't want to share a bunk with that.
Hell no.
Then we'll hide it. No one knows we have it. No one even knows we made it off Eros alive. It'll be safe.
There's an idea.
It's smart to keep it for a vaccine, but I don't know if you're gonna save Arrows again because they seem pretty dead. Maybe. Oh boy. Fully exploded.
Gonna put in for new gear one of these eons?
Oh, come on. Me and this armor have been through the shit together.
I can picture it now. You, in that suit, planting the Martian flag in the Statue of Liberty's tiara.
Earth won't even be a real fight. 30 billion lumps of shit. Watching vid screens, stuffing their faces full of free drugs all day.
Hey, that's mean.
You know the second most dangerous thing in the solar system next to a Martian Marine is a UN Marine?
Whoa, the Earther chimes in.
Yeah, I'm more Martian than you, Hilly. My parents had to sacrifice to have a kid on Earth, immigrate here when I was 5. We chose Mars. Mars chose us.
Hey, here's a point, Hillman. The only thing that makes you a Martian is falling out of your mother's gravity well.
Travis can't hide from Earth by putting on that Martian armor. His bones are all wrong from growing up in full G. We'll keep him anyway. Hey. Watch it.
Oh, tense.
All right, kids, keep it business.
Well put, Gunny. Briefing in 5.
I think I hear something Violins, Schubert and D minor. I think the lieutenant has the hoods for you, Bobby.
Shut your hole or I'll assist you with that.
Come on, take one for the team. That way we'll always have the inside scoop.
I would do him if he buttered his bread on the same side as me.
I don't use sex as a weapon, little ones. I use weapons as weapons.
Oh, what's that with the butter on the bread?
After Phoebe went silent, Doninger was sent to investigate.
Every one of the bodies was frozen to the walls of the ice tunnels. It looks like they were incinerated. It's possible there was a fire or chemical spill, but all of the data cores have been wiped clean. This is a cover-up.
We still don't know what any of it means or whether or not Earth was involved.
Expecting any UN elements?
We don't anticipate engagement.
Well, lucky for them, because there isn't a team on the ship that doesn't want payback for the Donny.
In any case, we will keep it business, not rumors. Prep your teams. Gunny. I know that you and your team did a rotation on the Donny. I knew people on that ship too. Captain Yao was a friend, but still, nobody knows what really happened.
We know those stealths were Earth-built.
So says Fred Johnson, mouthpiece for OPA terrorists, and now Earth is accusing him. We will not be led into war on anyone's leash.
From our perspective, it seems like he was right, though.
I was a private during the Vesta blockade. Half the Earth's fleet was headed to Mars to annihilate its former colony. If they couldn't have what we built, they were going to pound it back into dust. We went to bed every night thinking that we would wake in nuclear fire. Luckily for everyone, cooler heads prevailed.
We all grew up with that story.
Because it was a warning. And we've managed to avoid a shooting war with Earth up till now. That's our job. Make sure that that war never happens.
And because of Vesta, we pushed back the terraforming project. 50 years and 50 more. All those resources to the military. Now, none of us will live to see an atmosphere over Mars.
That was the price.
But it's still worth fighting for.
Oof.
Be safe down there.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna convince her. So much anger.
There's been a development.
The Martians dispatched a ship to Phoebe Station, I know. What are you doing about it?
Well, that depends. I'm assuming there's nothing left to find there. Is there?
Routine scrutiny would have passed muster, but this feels urgent, like the Martians know something. You need to get boots on Phoebe first.
That sounds like your mess. And sending a UN warship to a meaningless outpost like Phoebe will just draw more attention to it.
If you want a weapon system from my project, then it's our mess.
We need to talk about arrows. Mars and Earth may be busy pointing guns at each other, but those quarantine beacons won't keep people away from arrows forever. There's already a lot more do-gooders than we expected. Next will be the looters.
Get rid of them.
Yes, of course. I'll sacrifice what's left of my credibility for a few short-term trinkets.
It's out of here. You're witnessing a discovery that could rewrite the story of humankind. Your imagination takes you as far as putting the boot heel to your former colony. This was Julie's spot, far from the house, where no one could find her.
I don't know though, but it's clearly super close to the house inside. But how this guy acts about his daughter is just, oh.
My Julie, even losing her was worth it.
Dude, that's disgusting.
She's a sacred part of it now, so don't talk to me about sacrifice ever again.
He's like, yeah, I sacrificed so much. It's my own child. But the way you talk about her, like...
How long are you gonna wear this?
Rest of your days. But you won't be able to procreate, I'm sorry.
It's all right, I put swimmers on ice in the Navy.
I never want to see another one of me running around anyway, so.
If you need a few more days, we...
No, ship needs a captain. I don't know how you've managed without me.
I love how quickly they went over the no more fertility. I have my swimmers on ice, okay?
I'm gonna go check out this famous coffee machine you keep talking about.
Other way.
I feel like I could be in a show like this. With all my diabetic implants, hell yeah.
If you and I have something we need to get sorted out, we should get to that.
Yeah, we're here now.
Your pal, Simi, you're upset about that, right?
Yeah.
I had nothing against him. I thought he was a decent guy.
Decent guy? Do you think you would have got off Arrows without him?
No, but he wasn't a good enough friend to wait for you.
No. Simi was right. It was stupid to wait.
But Naomi made the call.
He's so loyal.
And when your pop pulled the gun, might as well shot himself.
All right, here's what I see, okay?
He's so like, this is logic, dude.
You shot my friend like some street rat.
Oh. So, if you need to square up, you know where I am. Otherwise, you should move on because you're poisoning the arrow.
There we go. I guess this was needed, maybe. Whoa, you scary eyes. Ooh, that went right to my soul. Okay. I thought we just had a little bit beating around to get it out of our system and then it was over.
Amos, stop! Amos, stop it.
I told him to stay down.
That was a bit much.
What's the neck?
Immediately a good show to be like, don't think you're gonna come after me because you won't win.
Christian. Thank God. Are you all right?
Damn, privacy windows.
This is our fault. We put you in the crosshairs. We never should have made you the public face against Fred Johnson.
It was my choice.
Listen, we're going to beef up your security detail.
I'm already taking care of that. Intel says it was the Black Sky faction of the OPA. They caught wind of an assassination plot. An occupational hazard in my family.
Maybe you should take a few days. At least skip the meeting.
No, I'll be in 5 minutes.
They're mobilizing for war. Martian ships are moving throughout the system. The Morrigan to Titan, the Africanus to Callisto, and the Scirocco to Phoebe.
What are you recommending?
That we secure all our bases in the outer planets and head off their ships wherever we can.
Most of those bases are low-level research outposts or cargo way stations. If we place our ships in the paths of theirs...
They'll know we're ready for any planned acts of aggression. We share all those bases. They have no rights.
Mars does not want war. They want to get back to terraforming and building domes for their people. Sir, if we de-escalate, I am convinced that they will respond in kind.
And erode our position if Mars decides not to give peace a chance.
So we're gonna attack because we aren't sure if they're gonna attack.
I advise that we deploy our fleet to secure any base that might become a Martian foothold.
Madam, do you concur?
Uh-oh. She needs to side with him to keep her appearance up.
I do.
Redeploy the fleet.
Damn. Coffee with some blood. Ugh. Ugh.
Am I bothering you?
Yeah, it's just organizing all my stuff here. And I realized I don't have any stuff.
Oh.
This thing with you and Amos.
Pretty sure he's not your fella, right?
Zema Timber was a good man.
It's more like your kid, 200-pound homicidal kid.
Caught in a terrible moment, and he did what he thought he had to. So did Amos.
I always love when they have mirror scenes.
Amos is different.
Yeah.
Okay, very different. But he's not crazy and he's not evil. He's just always needed someone to help him out with the world.
And he picked you. Congrats.
Do you know that old story, Pinocchio?
No, I don't.
Never mind then.
Oh, I get it, I think.
Is his nose going longer?
Kind of like his guide star, right? Lighting the way, through the dark.
Like Julius to you.
Was.
How long you and her?
I never met her.
That is the crazy part, right?
I only saw her that one time after they'd already killed her. Spent a lifetime watching all the evil shit people did to each other. Nothing got to me anymore. Holden was shocked by Eros. I was shocked it hadn't happened a long time ago. But Julie, I wake up some nights and I see her standing right there. I know it's bullshit, but she's right there. She takes my hand. She tells me, you belong with me.
It's interesting, right? How we got so connected to her.
Ship. Oh.
So you leaving us already? You're gonna just walk out into space?
Uh-huh. What kind of pathetic belters are we? Used to be a lot better at losing.
Then we need to stick together. Yum thing.
Cheers.
The UNN Nathan Hale is on a direct course to Phoebe Station. When we accelerated, they matched. And now the Nathan Hale is burning us. At this rate, they're going to beat us there.
Why would Earth suddenly care about Phoebe Station?
Must be something there they don't want us to find. But Command was unequivocal. Under no circumstances are we to allow Phoebe to fall under UN control.
This is so crazy, right? None of them want it, but because they're both curious for the other one, it's like... And they start going quicker and quicker, and now tension is building, and then they're gonna attack, and it's like also...
Who's gonna stop them mountains into fine Martian dust? Till the rains fall hard on Olympus Mons, who are we? I can't hear you! Who are we?
Because I want to get into a fight with her. I think she can break my skull.
Good to see you, Courtier. If you'd known it was me, would you have come?
Probably not.
The last time I saw you was at Charnapol's funeral. I suspect my son would have been going gray by now, too.
You seem pretty relaxed for someone who nearly got blown up. You sure a walk in a park in full view of the drones is a good idea?
I don't believe lightning strikes twice.
What do you want?
I want you on my security detail.
I've been out of the network for a decade. I handled freight security for a small firm with a lunar run.
Spare me the bullshit. I know all about your freelance work. You're a first-rate spy with a Robin Hood complex. You break the law and you don't get caught.
Damn, nice summary.
You have skills which I thought might be useful someday.
And this shadow government? I assume they're working with Fred Johnson?
I have no love for Fred Johnson. But in this matter, his hands are clean.
Then you one hell of a liar in the news.
A little theater to buy some time. I'm being set up. When my investigation dead ends, I'll make an excellent scapegoat.
Who are the players?
Undersecretary Ehrenreich.
Christ.
I assume others.
Do they suspect you?
If they did, I'd be dead already.
True. And she's been smart, siding with them and being in the news and all of those things. It's good to know that at least she has some people there too that she trusts.
The proximity detectors are ready to go. Now, if anyone comes near this missile, will know it. You okay there?
I think all that radiation failed to give me superpowers.
It didn't work.
Usually when we're in dangerous situations, you hide your nerves by asking weird, inappropriate questions.
Do I?
I hope that hasn't been irradiated out of you. It was sort of endearing.
Aww. When he's doing it, you're like, this is annoying. When he's not doing it anymore, you're like,
You like space gladiator movies?
Hey, Holden, you might just went dead.
Can you hear me through the mask? I can only imagine what you saw in Eros, or what it was like to nearly die that way. We did not choose this, but this is our fight now. We're the only ones who know what's going on down there. The only ones with a chance to stop it. Tell me that you're okay.
This crew is depending on me. You've put your lives in my hands.
even if he's not, you know. Oh, this is a nice moment. Makes you think about that the Kent how short that was. Job bell.
Here.
Well.
Oh.
Sorry.
It's all right.
There's something in this scene for everybody, you know. And then people go like, aren't you married? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not blind. Oh my god. Episode 1.
Sorry.
Oh. Good. They tried so hard to have a private conversation outside, but they're perfectly able to do this inside. I think you could have this chat here as well. Oh my god. Okay. I'll never get used to watching these things when I'm recording myself. It's like when you're watching TV with your mom and dad and suddenly there's intimacy on TV and you're like, oh my god, so embarrassing.
Gate faces on! We still have our orders!
UNN Command confirms that the MCR and Scirocco fired 5 missiles in response to the Nathan Hale's hard burn towards Phoebe.
My God, they've done it.
Not yet. It takes 2 to play war.
There's a 20-minute delay from the AO. By the time we get a full assessment, the Hale and the Scirocco could both be dust. We have to anticipate the worst.
Phoebe's a backwater science station. What are they trying to protect?
It doesn't matter. They're making a move. As we speak, the Martians could be preparing a strike all over the system.
Have any of their other ships changed course or launched or done anything provocative?
Madam, by the time you see it on that display, it will be too late.
I know how the fucking thing works.
Oof.
Answer my question.
As of 20 minutes ago, no.
That doesn't sound like a first strike to me. The missiles are a message to back off, nothing more.
Captain of the Hale will likely fire back on the Scirocco, as he's authorized to do. The MCRN will retaliate. Phoebe may be the spark, but it will not end there.
The captain of the Hale knows what's at stake. He's a man of restraint. He's one of our finest.
You know Captain Yevgeny?
Since he was a little know-it-all at the academy debating me in philosophy, I promise you, sir, he is the same wise man he was back then.
The wise thing to do right now is to target the MCRN fleet system-wide.
Mars isn't stupid enough to start a war that will end civilization over a rat hole like Phoebe.
Yeah, and are we gonna be that?
We'll hold until we hear from the Hale. God have mercy on us all.
Ooh, he's pissed off.
I didn't know we shared Captain Yevgeny as a friend.
An exceptional man.
Yes, who never went to the academy.
You're lying, and I know it. Yevgeny is a Belgian band. Really nice songs, but they're all in Dutch, so...
Command. The Nathan Hale has not fired on the Scirocco. Their missiles were not intended for us.
Yes!
Command. We're standing down. The Martians were targeting Phoebe Research Station, which sustained multiple direct hits. The ice moon fractured under the barrage and the fragments spiraled into Saturn. It's completely gone.
Oh. Do you reckon we're gonna see more of Eros?
I still owe you one, don't I? We'll figure it out.
Oh.
Alex?
Yeah.
What's the emergency?
Okay, it's kind of an emergency. So, listen, I'm thinking to myself,
Team
how
building.
often we all just hang out together and just
having dinner together.
So I'm thinking to myself, and I said to myself, Self, we ought to just do that, right? So, voila. That's lasagna.
It's voila.
So that, my hungry friends, is a Kamal family recipe. This is a staple of the Mariner Valley. Now, granted, we had to improvise a little bit without any real cheese or wheat or tomatoes or anything.
Damn, Alex, you're getting us really excited about this lasagna.
Don't go judging it before you taste it, Earther.
It's not bad, Marshall. You know, I remember a time in the series when there was real cheese.
They busted that black market cur cartel on 9th level.
Real cheddar from real cows.
Damn, they had cheese in the street for weeks. I remember that. Coming out of every nook and cranny, bricks of cheese and wheels of cheese and peace, love, and brotherhood for as long as that lasted, and then it was gone.
I busted that cartel. Yeah, it was me and Star Helix. We confiscated about 1,000 kilos of high-grade cheddar. It was bound for some
He's a good
luxury
cheddar.
spa.
This is hard to connect
Craziest
this
thing,
way,
though.
Miller.
Craziest thing, though. The whole shipment disappeared from the evidence lockup, that thing.
Or it just vanished.
Security camera shorted out. What? Nobody saw nothing.
They took all the cheese. Nice. Bonding over lasagna.
The governor gathers all the Star Helix cops together for an ass tearing. This guy wants to know, what is the plan for catching these dubious, nefarious cheese thieves, right? So he's there, he's tearing us a new one. Meanwhile, the whole room stinks like cheese farts. Teddy the detector, this guy was not. You're a little kid, the little robot teaches you about the air sensors, no?
I think I'm too young.
Teddy the detector detects.
Oh, goddamn, that was great cheese.
You're right.
Good and gunny. Travis, right flank. Hillman, left.
Is she studying?
We got an intel flash. The Hale was carrying 10 times our number.
One of us is worth 20 of them.
With some confidence.
Earth knows the price of escalation as well as we do.
You said our job is to prevent a war with Earth. Ever wonder if we've got it backwards? Maybe we can't have the dream of Mars until we've had that war.
Must be difficult because nobody knows what the right path is to that dream. But I always think it's not that war. You can really look at that and see how big of an incentive that is, right? If you look at that and you're like, that's what they have, and we just want the same thing. They are not wanting to fight to hurt, they're wanting to fight to live a better life. Whew. I feel like this was a really strong first episode. It's good though that I had the recap. And I feel like it's also good that season 1 did the world building because I do recognize how immediately we're into it right now, right? It's like we had a chapter on like who's who, what is what, who dislikes who is faking against who is hurt by who a little bit here and there. And then now we can get into it immediately. I like that we have our crew together on one ship and not spread out over different planets and stations. Yeah, Christian is gonna have to get her best theater skills out, but I feel like she's doing a great job. I think she already pissed off Aaron right with that last call, but everybody else agreed with her, so that's gonna be really tense and tricky. And also, who's behind all of that, right? What is he doing with Mao? And then, yeah, Miller, who joined our group. James and Naomi are fraternizing co-workers. And we'll see what Mars brings with Gunny and crew. I still wrote their names down just in... What is this? Pencil, not in pen. We'll see, hopefully. Not everybody dies. But we survived an episode already quite well compared to the previous one. I think that all happened in episode 1, didn't it? Anyway, I hope you liked this reaction. I'm excited for the next episode. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe. You can find the full-length and edited versions, early access on Patreon 2 weeks ahead. So if you really want to watch episode 2 and 3, you can go to Patreon and immediately start watching it. I wish you a lovely rest of your day. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.